Welcome back to UK Flicks, your ultimate destination for the truest, most heartwarming stories from the world of television and reality stars. There are moments in life that redefine everything we thought we knew about happiness. For fans of TLC,
Little Johnston's family suffers heartbreaking loss ahead of new season. The family of TLC's. The Johnston family had always been known for staying close through every challenge, celebration, and milestone. No matter how busy life became, family remained at the center of everything they did. As another season of their journey approached, everyone was focused on plans, projects, and spending meaningful time together. Yet life sometimes brings moments that remind people how precious every day truly is. One quiet weekend, the family gathered together after receiving news that deeply touched everyone's hearts. Trent Johnston's mother, Mary Alice Maddox Johnston, lovingly known by relatives and friends as Nana, had been an important part of the family for many years. Her warmth, kindness, and steady presence had left a lasting impact on everyone around her. The family home became a place filled with memories. Photographs were brought out from albums that had been stored on shelves for years. Each picture told a story. Some showed holiday celebrations, others captured birthdays, graduations, and family reunions. Every image seemed to remind them of Nana's smile and the way she made people feel welcome wherever she went. Trent sat quietly in the living room, holding an old photograph from his childhood. He remembered the countless lessons his mother had taught him. She had always encouraged him to work hard, treat others with respect, and never lose sight of what mattered most. Looking at the photograph, he realized how many of those lessons had shaped the person he had become. Amber joined him and looked through the collection of memories. She recalled the many conversations she had shared with Nana over the years. Whenever the family faced uncertainty, Nana offered wisdom that seemed to make everything feel a little easier. Her calm voice and thoughtful advice often brought comfort when it was needed most. As the evening continued, family members shared stories around the dining table. Laughter mixed with emotion as they remembered special moments from the past. One story led to another. Someone remembered a holiday gathering where Nana had spent hours preparing food for everyone. Another recalled a family trip where her cheerful attitude helped turn a difficult situation into a treasured memory. The younger members of the family listened carefully. Although they had experienced many moments with Nana themselves, hearing these stories allowed them to see new sides of her life. They learned about her determination, generosity, and ability to make others feel valued. Alex remembered visiting Nana as a child. He smiled while describing how she always seemed genuinely interested in whatever he was talking about. Whether it was school, hobbies, or future dreams, she listened with full attention. That simple gift had made him feel important and understood. Emma shared her own memories. She talked about the encouraging words Nana often gave her during difficult times. Whenever she faced a challenge, Nana reminded her to believe in herself and keep moving forward. Those words had stayed with her long after the conversations ended. Anna remembered family gatherings filled with stories, laughter, and traditions. She described how Nana had a way of bringing everyone together. Even relatives who had not seen each other for months would instantly feel connected once they sat down and started talking. Liz reflected on the role Nana played in preserving family history. She always remembered birthdays, anniversaries, and important milestones. She understood the importance of keeping connections strong across generations. As everyone shared their memories, it became clear that Nana's influence extended far beyond individual moments. She had helped create the foundation that kept the family united. Her values had been passed from one generation to the next, shaping countless decisions and relationships along the way. Outside, the sun slowly disappeared beneath the horizon. The fading light seemed to mirror the reflective mood inside the house. Yet amid the sadness, there was also gratitude. Every family member recognized how fortunate they had been to have Nana in their lives. The following day, more relatives arrived to spend time together. The gathering was not focused solely on loss. Instead, it became an opportunity to celebrate a life filled with love, kindness, and meaningful relationships. Old stories continued to surface throughout the afternoon. Some relatives remembered childhood adventures. Others spoke about family traditions that had been started decades earlier. Each memory added another piece to the picture of who Nana had been. One cousin described how Nana never forgot to check on family members during important moments. Whether someone was starting a new job, moving to a new home, or facing a personal challenge, she always found a way to offer support. Another relative recalled receiving handwritten notes filled with encouragement. Years later, those notes were still carefully preserved because of the comfort and inspiration they provided. As evening approached, the family gathered outside. The air was calm, and the sky was painted with soft colors. For a few moments, everyone stood together in silence, reflecting on the memories they had shared throughout the day. Trent looked around at his family and realized something important. Although Nana was no longer physically present, the lessons she taught and the love she shared would continue through every member of the family. Her influence would remain part of their lives in countless ways. The new season ahead suddenly seemed different than anyone had expected. Instead of focusing only on future plans, the family found themselves appreciating the connections they already had. They understood that every conversation, every gathering, and every shared moment carried a significance that should never be taken for granted. As the night grew darker, family members slowly returned indoors. The stories had not ended. In many ways, they were only beginning. There were still countless memories waiting to be shared, lessons waiting to be remembered, and moments waiting to be honored. And as everyone settled in for the evening, one thing became clear. Nana's legacy would continue to guide the Johnston family through the days ahead, reminding them that love, family, and togetherness remain the strongest bonds of all. The days that followed brought a different rhythm to the Johnston family. Life continued moving forward, but every family member felt the absence of Nana in small and unexpected ways. A favorite chair in a familiar room, an old recipe card tucked inside a cookbook, and even certain songs on the radio reminded them of the memories they had shared with her. One morning, Trent woke earlier than usual and stepped outside to enjoy the quiet air. The sun had only begun to rise, casting soft light across the yard. As he sat alone with his thoughts, he reflected on the countless mornings he had spent talking with his mother over the years. Sometimes the conversations were serious, while other times they were simple discussions about everyday life. Looking back, he realized those ordinary moments had become some of his most treasured memories. Inside the house, Amber was sorting through a collection of family photographs. She wanted to organize them into albums so future generations could easily learn about their family history. As she carefully arranged the pictures, she noticed how often Nana appeared at the center of family gatherings. Whether it was a birthday celebration, a graduation, or a holiday dinner, she always seemed to be surrounded by smiling faces. Amber smiled as she remembered one particular family gathering from years ago. The event had not gone exactly as planned. Unexpected rain had forced everyone indoors, and several activities had been canceled. Yet Nana had quickly transformed the situation into an unforgettable evening by gathering everyone around the table to share stories and play games. By the end of the night, no one even remembered the original plans. Later that afternoon, the family gathered together again. They had decided to create a special memory project dedicated to Nana. Each person would contribute stories, photographs, and personal reflections that captured what she meant to them. Emma volunteered to collect written memories from family members. She wanted everyone to have an opportunity to share something meaningful. Some relatives wrote about advice Nana had given them. Others described acts of kindness that had left lasting impressions. Reading through the growing collection, Emma was amazed by how many lives had been touched by one person. Alex focused on gathering photographs. He spent hours scanning old pictures and organizing them chronologically. Along the way, he discovered images he had never seen before. There were photographs of Nana as a young woman, pictures from family vacations, and snapshots of celebrations that took place long before he was born. Each photograph seemed to tell a story. Together, they created a timeline of a life filled with meaningful experiences and strong family connections. Meanwhile, Anna worked on recording interviews with relatives. She sat down with grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles